Rama Navami is the birthday of Rama. It's not just only for the Hindus. Rama is for everyone. The name itself existed before even the birth of Rama. The sound, the vibration itself. So Rama is relevant not only for human beings but all creatures in this world. This is just not a Hindu fanatical view. Rama is alive in many ways. He is alive in the United States in the name of Ramtha, giving you the ultimate teaching about neuroscience, quantum physics, you name whatever science that's there in the teachings of Ramtha, channeled by JZKnight, and where Ramtha clearly accepts that I was the Rama of the Hindus. Again, my focus today is not Ramtha but Rama and the epic Ramayana. He's just not an epic character. As I said, a god, he lives as an archetype. An archetype belongs to the unconscious, the collective unconscious of the human race, as an energy that can protect you, help you, educate you and guide you through your lifetime. And that's what Rama is. And he lives very much. And just to say Rama can empower you. The sound the greatest mantra is Rama. That's why even Siva gives the sound Rama, the mantra Rama, to people in Varanasi when they are about to leave their body. That much power is in the sound Rama. And in Rama Navami, it is better to recall that. Just to say Rama will liberate you from ignorance, will give you everything that you deserve and also not deserve, because Rama can give you everything. Now, in Rama Navami, we have to recall that, and we have to read the Ramayana from what we know about science and technology, because Ramayana is not simply a mythology, a mythological story, but it is the highest wisdom. And to narrate the story itself will uplift you. And I will give you an example of, this is again my personal experience this morning. I was divinely guided to read this passage in Ramayana, which I'm going to summarize to you. Rama's wife Siva was kidnapped by Ravan, and she's kept in prison in Sri Lanka, when Rama goes in search of her to get her back from the demon king Ravana. Now on his way, he enlists the support of the monkey army by the monkey chief Sugriva. And Sugriva has a brother, and his name is Vali or Bali. And he is not a man of justice. He wouldn't want to give Sugriva, the brother, the kingdom. And he wanted to keep it for himself instead of sharing it with him, with the brother. So Rama wanted to help Sugriva. And he told, I will help you to get the kingdom back. And Sugriva, he said, go and fight with Ravan, with Bali. So Bali is naturally a very big guy. He's not as mighty and powerful like his brother Vali. So he couldn't afford to fight with him because the Vali in a minute beat him up. But still he goes there, and then he calls the brother for a single combat. And Bali says, are you crazy? I can kill you in a minute. But since you are asking me to fight with you, I will. But that's not my choice. But in the battle, Vali beats him up, and there's not one place in the body where Sugriva has not been hit. So he's bleeding, and then runs away from the brother Vali. And he comes to Rama. Rama, you said you would protect me. And look at my body. And there is not a single place in my body where there is no wound. And he wounded me so badly. Rama, I want to tell you something, said Sugriva. You should have told me that you won't be able to help me. Then I would have accepted it and I would have lived peacefully, accepting whatever destiny has given me and not fight with my mighty brother. And Rama said, now, I understand why you speak to me like this, doubting my powers. But I ask you now to go and fight again. This time I will help you. And finish your brother. And just see the emotions. You should read it with all the emotions. Just call your brother and ask him to come and fight with you. And I promise that I will finish him. And Sugriva was inspired. And then he goes and asks the brother, hey, come. And already his body is bleeding and he's already weak, and he is now even more weak, at the weakest level. But he has so much faith in Rama, so he says, go, come. And when they are fighting, and the Bali again beats him, and he is so weak. And Rama is watching that. He calls his brother, Lakshman, come. And then he says, give me my Godanda, my bow, a very special bow. And then he takes the arrow and then fixes it on the bow and shoots at Vali. Vali falls dead. He was not quite dead, but he wants to know. He keeps his consciousness. He wants to know who killed him. And he finds out it was Rama. The story goes, There are intricacies. I don't want to go into that. But the most important thing you have to understand is the arrow on the bow, which is the Kodanda, is the special bow, and the arrow, it's called the Rama's arrow, and he alone has that arrow, and he kills Bali in a minute. So when you read this story, it's not only an epic story, but also something that will activate the unconscious in yourself. If you keep reading this, the negativity, the human negativity will be gone. Human beings are basically negative and skeptical. The more negative and skeptical you become, the more depressed, the more useless you are to yourself and to the society that you live in, to your family as well. So on this day, I thought that I would share this episode from Ramayana. So Rama's name can save you. And to understand this in proper perspective and also convey this to the people, to your children, that the name Rama itself is so powerful. So once I just remember another example from Raghavendra, Swami Raghavendra. He was a great disciple of Rama, and he chanted Rama's name all the time. There was a king who wanted to insult him, and he knew that Raghavendra is a vegetarian. He invited him and then just provided him with a whole bunch of dishes. Raghavendra just entered the hall and said, "O king, why are you keeping all these dishes covered? Do you think that I won't eat them? I love them. I will eat them. Just ask your people to remove the lids on the dishes." It was beef and mutton and all kinds of meat from animals. But as they removed the lid, the king was amazed to see the meat of the different animals from the animals. They're not there. Instead, there were flowers and fruits. And the king was ashamed. And he fell at the feet of Raghavendra and asked, "How did you do that?" It is through the name of Rama. Rama's name can do that. Then I want to chant the Moola Rama's mantra. Moola Ramo Vijayate Dhig Vijaya Ramo Vijayate Jaya Ramo Vijayate. Sri Moola Ramo Vijayate. Dhig Vijaya Ramo Vijayate. Sri Jaya Ramo Vijayate. So the Moola Rama did this. I didn't, I knew that you were going to trick. That Rama told me that. It is true, it is not a story. So that is how powerful is the mantra of Rama. The power of the Rama mantra is unlimited. And it will be there forever. So don't think that Rama is an epic character. He is the ultimate God for all humanity, not only for human beings, but all the animals and all the creatures. The name is everything. Rama's name. So it is a good thing to remember, or it is really a fortunate thing to remember the name of Rama. The sounds Rama will liberate you. And those of you who are interested more in the intellectual side of Rama's teachings, I recommend that you take a look at Ramtha, R-A-M-T-H-A. There are many videos of this woman, JZKnight, channeling Ramtha, who identifies himself that in one of his incarnations he was the Rama of the Hindus, the highest teaching. God bless.